to my sleepover series, Halloween edition. Or you could also call it a spooky sleepover. I thought it'd be really fun for Halloween to take the sleepover up a little notch and stay at a Disney Fort Wilderness cabin. I could not have picked a better resort for Halloween because there's cabins everywhere in the woods, which is spooky enough. But then everyone's decorated their cabins for Halloween. I feel so silly because my cabin is not decorated and it's pretty lame. Now, before we do anything else, I think it's time for a cabin tour. So first, let me show you guys outside of my cabin. Every cabin gets a little patio, and then right behind my cabin is literally the woods. It's kind of spooky. Here's the patio. It comes with this cute little sit-down bench that I've already planned to have my morning coffee on. And then it also comes with this little grill that I don't know how to use and don't plan on using, but definitely a very fun thing to do. And then, like I said, this is my view of the woods. It's very creepy, but I love it. Come on in. Did y'all hear that? Oh my god. Welcome to my little living room. Now, I guess just a little heads up, the lighting in here might be a little whack. I feel like that just adds to the eeriness of the sleepover. So this is the living room. It comes with a couch that I believe is also a pull-out couch. And then there's a little chair over here. There's the big TV. Now this is not a smart TV, but it is just a normal cute little Disney TV. And this is the kitchen. So what's really cool about the Fort Wilderness cabins is that you can actually cook here. So the kitchen comes with a sink. It comes with, look at these cups. It's a little mason jar mug. This is what I'm having my morning coffee in. I also might make a coffee right now. So it comes fully stocked with like plates, cups, utensils. There's a toaster, there's a dishwasher, there's a Mr. Coffee machine, and then there's a little stovetop burner. And so because of this, I brought mac and cheese. I think the cabins are supposed to come with the microwave, but the funny thing about this cabin is mine is missing its microwave. So good thing I don't need to microwave anything though. Now let me take you over to the bathroom. There's this spooky little door here. Should we open it? Oh, it's locked, thank goodness. Now this is the bathroom. Again, the lighting is kind of yellow, but it's a cute little bathroom. Comes with a bathtub and a shower, a sink, a bunch of counter space. And now there is a little window here, but the window itself is blurred, so don't worry. Nobody's going to see you doing your thing. This is the bedroom. Now there's only one bedroom in a cabin, but it does come with bunk beds and then a full bed. So there are plenty of sleeping options for me to choose from, but I think I'm gonna stick with the full bed. I did think about sleeping on this top bunk. I think that'd be kind of fun. I also think I'd be kind of scared. But the question is, will I even be sleeping at all? By the way, happy Halloween. I decided to change into my little Halloween sweater because I was cold and just wanted to be comfortable for our sleepover. So now I've pretty much gotten all settled in. I've unpacked everything and the sun has gone down, so it's starting to feel a little spooky. I mean, I can definitely hear like just noises, which right now I know is like, oh, those are kids playing, oh, that's the ice maker, etc. But, you know, at 12 a.m., I think those noises are going to be terrifying. I think it's time to cook some dinner. I thought it'd be so fun to like home cook a meal in the cabin just because I can. But unfortunately there isn't an oven, so mac and cheese is pretty much the only thing I could think about making. I also just want to give a huge thank you to you guys for supporting me and essentially letting me do sleepovers like this. I think they're so much fun and I really hope you guys are enjoying them as much as I am. So if you didn't know, my goal is to stay at a different Disney World hotel once a month. And I call it my Disney sleepover series because I literally am having a sleepover at Walt Disney World. So if you guys like these videos too and you want to see me stay at every single Disney World resort, then definitely like this video because that will just help me out a lot and let me know that you want to see more of these. And since it's Halloween, comment down below, what are you dressing up as for Halloween? I guess since today's Halloween, I dressed up as a girl staying at a Disney World cabin. Or I actually, hold on. Nick, I wear polka dots. Who's that girl? It's Jess. These are what I call my Jessica Day glasses. I did not get them because of her. Jess Day notable quotes. I break for birds. I rock a lot of polka dots. I can't do her voice though. I break for birds. I have touched glitter in the last 24 hours. I rock a lot. No, I'm sorry. That actually might have been a little bit terrifying. Turns out Ghostbusters is on freeform, so I decided to turn that on. So I ate my mac and cheese pretty quickly, and then I decided to pour myself a little bit of a pumpkin spice latte. I felt like having some sort of fun drink. So this is our fun drink for the night, which I'm not trying to purposely stay awake all night. For some reason, anytime I do these sleepovers, I can just never ever sleep. So I figure it's really not gonna change anything whether I drink this coffee or not. So I thought we would just have a fun little spooky story time. Am I going to scare myself? Probably. So I thought I would talk to you guys a little bit more about why I chose Fort Wilderness and a fun little history lesson on why I think Fort Wilderness is haunted. So in Disney World, you have Disney's Wilderness Lodge, which we have not stayed there yet, but wink wink, maybe we'll stay there sometime this year. And then you have Disney's Fort Wilderness. So this is where I am in my lovely little cabin. But now for the spooky part. 46 years ago, right next to Disney's Wilderness Lodge, right in this little wilderness area, there was a water park called Disney's River Country. Maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. Maybe you've even been there. Oh my gosh, if you've visited River Country, comment down below. Tell me what your experience was like. This was Disney's very first water park, and it opened on June 20th, 1976. Now, the theme of this water park fit perfectly within the kind of Western wilderness vibe that Fort Wilderness has. This is where Goofy would literally like get in the water or like go on the slides with guests. I mean, it looks like so much fun. Now, before I say anything else, I feel like I should just give a disclaimer, like everything I'm about to say is probably just fiction, and this is all just for fun, for the spirit of Halloween, okay? Anyways, so unfortunately, as River Country continued to operate, there were a few supposed deaths reported. 2 of them were from drownings, and another one was from a brain-eating bacteria. But the park continued to remain open until 2001, which is when it closed for refurbishment and was supposed to reopen the next year, but then Disney wasn't so sure if they wanted to reopen it because by then they had opened Epcot and Hollywood Studios and all of these other parks that were getting more attention. So Disney decided to just not reopen River Country, but they didn't plan on what was about to happen next. So for years, the water park just went untouched until it officially became abandoned. And the music was still on, the lights were still on, but there was nobody there. The water park was not open, and it was never ever going to open again. And so I think that's what makes Fort Wilderness kind of creepy, because it literally is sitting next to an abandoned water park. And now this is recent, like over the past few years, Disney finally decided to kind of tear down the water park. And you actually used to be able to see a little bit of the abandoned water park from here in Fort Wilderness. I don't think you can see it anymore. Disney actually announced that they were going to turn that area into a new resort called Reflections, and it was supposed to be like this big, really fancy DVC resort. But then that project also got abandoned. So I feel like that little area is maybe just bad luck, and maybe it's better off just being hidden and untouched. So who knows, maybe Fort Wilderness was haunted by the ghosts of River Country. I mean, that wouldn't be too far off.
River Country, big River Country, it's a hoot, it's a holler.
So for our next activity, I brought something that I thought would be really fun. It's a cookie decorating kit. I thought it would be so fun for us to decorate sugar cookies. I also put on a Halloween baking show. The challenge is they're in teams, and they're supposed to both make the same cake based on this creepy story about twins that were actually ghosts. And so the cake has to look the same exact on the outside, but has to taste different on the inside. Oh, and also let me show you my phone case. It's not Halloween, unfortunately, but It is Toy Story. I finally got a Toy Story case by case. Okay. So it comes with different color icings, more icing, and then the good thing about this kit too is that the cookies are already made. You guys hear that? That's the ice machine, but like, that's terrifying. There's 2 of each cookie. There's 2 pumpkin pies, 2 maple leaves, 2 pumpkins, and 2 coffees. I think we should start with the pumpkin pie. I feel like that's the easiest. This smells so good. I hope these taste good. I don't think I've done a craft like this in a really long time, and I think that's sad. And I think that's something I should do more. Did that not just sound like American Horror Story, like the intro? There's a lot of sounds in this cabin that, kind of like I said, like I can explain why that sound was made, but as the night goes on, they're just getting creepier. Oh, this is so fun. I am a bit of a perfectionist, so I'm like being very particular about my icing. Now we have to find the brown. I think it's the, ew, this looks gross. Oh, look at my sleeve. Is that Chip? No, that's Dale. It's Chip and Dale in a pumpkin. And then also Donald as a candy corn. I love this crew neck. Now it's time for the frosting. I feel like they did not give me enough icing for like what they used on the picture. Dude, this looks like Frankenstein. How did they did not use this icing. For the picture, they also used a fancy pipette thing. Now it's time for the whipped cream. I think, did that go on my coffee? No. I think since this is my, oh, it went on my cookie. Fix that. I think since this is my first cookie, I'm just gonna play it safe with like the icing and ingredients. And also I'm just gonna follow the box, but as I go on, maybe I'll get more creative. Cookie 1, done. This is very hard. Cookie decorating level extreme. Ooh, this looks like jelly. Interesting. I want to eat it so bad because it just smells so good. I have to make the handle, but like I don't know how. Hey, that's not looking too bad. And here is the coffee cookie. I actually think it doesn't look that bad. I just think it needed more red frosting over here. Well, I'm gonna continue decorating the rest of the cookies and I'll be back to show you guys the final products. So I finished the cookies. I ended up decorating almost all of them and I'm actually really proud of how they turned out. I decided to watch New Girl because that's just like my comfort show at the moment. It was so weird because the episode I happened to watch was the Christmas episode where they go to a bunch of Christmas parties, but like the first Christmas party was like a cookie decorating party. And then the next episode after that, they were in a cabin. No joke, it literally was called Cabin. So that was weird, to say the least. So I made 6 cookies and then that gave me 2 cookies left over. I like just decorated it with whatever icing I had left. And so I ate that cookie. And it was pretty good. I mean, first bite, I was like, oh, this cookie's really hard. This is disgusting. But then as I kept eating it, it grew on me. So it is now midnight. I think what I want to do is go outside, go on a little haunted girl walk. Yes. That's kind of eerie. The sky is kind of eerie too. It doesn't look as orange on camera, but it's like orange. It's giving Halloween. I'm back from my spooky girl walk, and also I've changed. This is my little PJ shirt for the night. It says Hocus Pocus. I feel like it's pretty fitting. And then also, I got this little makeup headband. It has bats and stars and little ghosts on it, I think. Isn't it so cute? From TJ Maxx. My grandma bought it for me when I was in Texas, and I love it. And honestly, I will probably use it after Halloween, unless I can get a Christmas one. So it's time to get ready for bed. And honestly, I have been waiting for this moment because my makeup just feels so like gross and cakey. I'm just ready to take it off. Oh, and I brought my micellar water this time, so I can actually take it off. I don't know why I was like so scared to go on that walk. I think it's just because I was alone. Not because I'm scared of the dark. No, I'll admit it. I'll admit it. I'm scared of the dark. I am. I think it's just because I was alone. If I was like with people, I would hope we would like be outside playing hide and go seek in like the dark and stuff like that. It's just because I was alone. Like, you just never know what's lurking out there. Even at Disney, things can still be unsafe. You know, you never know. I brought a fall little blanket. And it's so cute. It matches the room perfectly. It's 3 a.m. I don't know how time is going by so fast. Also, I'm brewing coffee. You might be able to hear it. I thought it'd be a good idea to make coffee now and then put it in the fridge to have iced coffee in the morning. So I have my little pre-made pumpkin spice latte stuff. So I thought maybe I could add a little bit more of this, just like black coffee, and use the pumpkin spice latte like as a little creamer. So that's what I'll do in the morning. That is if I even go to sleep. It's not looking too good right now. Okay, it's like 3:30 and I'm starting to get a little tired, so I think I'm going to attempt to fall asleep. I think the real question here is, what time will I wake up in the morning? Because it can't be later than 11. Oh wait, before I go to bed, one more thing. My hair probably looks crazy. I don't even care. I was 1 follower away from 60K. So I'm gonna refresh and see if I, oh, there we go. I just hit 60,000 followers on Instagram. That's like insane. If you want to come be number 60,001, come follow me at Emily Nell State on Instagram. That's so insane. Oh my gosh, thank you guys. With that being said, I'm going to bed. This coffee is not good. It just tastes like muddy water. But I'm gonna drink it anyways. I did it. I stayed overnight in a haunted Disney cabin. And it wasn't that bad. I thought it was gonna be way worse. I ended up waking up naturally at 9:15. I was still very tired, but like I was awake. Well, that's it for the overnight cabin challenge. I hope you guys enjoyed. I love you so much. Happy Halloween, and I'll see you in the next video.